Alright, what's going on, guys? Today is all about the bands. You know I love bands. Whenever you can't get to the gym, or if you're traveling and there's no gym available or it's not adequate, take your bands along. They're so easy to pack, lightweight, and they're cheap. A good set of bands will set you back maybe 30 to 50 bucks. I would err on the side about 50 because that way you get a better quality bands. At any rate, the first thing about doing is I'm going to do biceps today. So when you're doing bicep exercise or almost any exercise, the things you got to be aware of, three things. First, the width of your grip. You have like a neutral grip, you have a close grip, you have a wide grip. That's the first thing, is your grip width. The next thing is the orientation or the rotation of the hands, whether your palms are facing up, neutral, or palms facing down. The last thing you want to be considering is the angle to the body. Some exercises are done, if it's curls here, you notice the angle, it's pretty much perpendicular to the body. Bringing it forward like a preacher curl, as I increase this angle. Some are facing here. Some exercises are done where you're pulling down, bicep exercises. And then you have incline curls where you're literally behind. The angle is now kind of like in a more of a stretch position and you're pulling. Different parts of the bicep you're working. So when you see me doing these different exercises, I might not explain that, but just know they're all based upon either my wrist position, my width, or my angle to the body. All right, with that being said, let's get it on. Where did it go? Here we go. All right. So when using bands, to make it easy, you just put one foot on the band. Pretty easy with one foot, okay? But if you move these feet apart, stretch that band out a little bit, so I've got very little bit of the band exposed here on both sides. Now the tension is much greater. So the wider your stance, the greater the tension is on the band. So if I'm doing bicep exercises, I usually start with a shoulder width grip, and that's exercise number one. All right, just shoulder width. You can change this to a wide grip. Again, different aspect of the biceps. Move back to what I call a medium grip or an inner grip. And when I do this exercise, one of the things I do is I'll keep my palms facing forward and I'll bring it straight up, just like that. Keeping the knuckles facing each other and keeping them touching, straight up. You notice a different feel in the bicep when you do that exercise. All right, and then there's the incline. Incline curls, where I'm pulling straight up the body. I'm not pulling in front, I'm bringing it straight up the body. All right, so that's basically, oh, there's one more. There's concentration curls. Getting a wide stance. Just a little bit of that band exposed. You're gonna be curling straight in, just like that. Curling, and here. All right, now let's add a little bit of a variety to it. I'm gonna increase my resistance by adding another band. So one way to change the dynamic of the exercise is to add more resistance. Show you the effect of two bands. Now, when you order a set of bands, they may come with 5 bands, and the bands will have different resistance based upon the thickness of the band. And some of the bands may have like 40 pounds of resistance with just the band. So when you add a couple bands together, you may have like 60, 70 pounds of resistance. That's plenty when you want to do like biceps. So let's go back to the ones I did, bicep curls here, with exercise number 1. And now I've got kind of a medium foot positions and a lot more tension. So if I was doing a workout that's still not quite the resistance I want, even though it's pretty good resistance, I'll be doing about 15 reps. I may add another band, or I may add thicker bands so that I get more resistance out of that. But you can see there's more tension involved. Or I can also increase my stance. That gives me that resistance as well. So I can feel a lot more resistance as I increase the stance. Exercise number 1. Exercise number 2, palm facing out, bringing it out. Yeah. And you'll be doing like 15 repetitions. Take a pause, maybe 30 seconds to 1 minute. Exercise number 3, you're bringing those palms facing each other, knuckles together, and keep them together the whole way. I mean, you're gonna love this one. You can really feel this on this exercise. 15. This one is more difficult than the first 2 because of the position and the rotation of the wrist. Do 15 here. Once you've done those, you're kicking out for concentration curls. You can do them one at a time, You can do your reps on one side first and then alternate. Got it? And then the last one here would be, and you need a wide stance for this because you need to be really back there because you want to extend as far as you can and you want to be curling in. Just like that. Curling in. Alright? So that's 5 exercises that you can do without having any attachments, any apparatus. Now I'm going to add another little attachment. This is a doorway attachment. So if you're inside, you're going to attach this to the bands, and then you're going to attach it to a doorway. When you attach to your doorway, it's going to go in the door jamb on the hinge side, not the latch side or the handle side. Make sure you put this on the hinge side. Now I'm going to be putting this on different positions here to represent where you would put it on your doorway, but you just basically raise and lower this wherever you need it in your door jamb, then close your door, then it'll stay in that position. So let's go with a few same exercises. We're going to use the door jamb. Okay, so I've got my door attachment here. So imagine now, again, you can put this on any position in your doorway, and each one of these handles is going to represent a different doorway position. When I place it across there, that's going to be a certain position in your doorway, okay? So let's start with the low position. So you've got a low part of your doorway. The further you move away, the more resistance you're going to have. So over here, a lot more resistance here as I move closer. So you want to find out where you're going to be as far as positioning, and you're going to pull from there. That's one exercise. Again, notice the angle of the body. I'm forward now. A little bit more forward. Different setup with tension on the biceps. You can move it to this mid position. Here. There you go. Another thing you can do is lying down. Oh, it feels great. I love it. Love it. You can add another band. I would add another band to this because it seems a little easier, or I can move back a little bit further to give me a little bit more tension. But I like the way that feels. And if you like things like preacher curl, let's see here. The preacher curl will be really all the way down to the bottom position. And then you can bring it in here. Preacher curl. Alright. So there you go. You can step on this guy here. You've got concentration curls. Alright. Now you got a much better, because I can stretch a little bit more, now you get a good feel for what the incline curl will be like. Incline. Great. And if you can attach it all the way to the top of your door jamb, it just doesn't give you a whole bunch of stretch here. I mean, this is a possibility, but I don't like it because it doesn't give me as much stretch as I would like. But you can do overhead. Overhead here. But man, I love this. This is awesome. I'm having fun. Yeah. So you can see there's a lot of variety when you're using the bands. Just angle of the body, width of your grip, rotation of your hands, and just be creative. You know, lying down, standing. That's about as good as it gets, guys. Using the biceps. I'll cover more body parts with bands, but that's enough to get you started, right? So now go out there and get your set of bands, and let's get busy, all right? Make the day awesome. See ya. Bye.